and drink responsibly. It is Benoit Pouliot, Derek Roy, the former Blue, and Nail Yakupov up front here for Edmonton. Tarasenko shot off the end boards and a good pad save by Scrivens. Now Jay Bouwmeester on for Yashkin, gets it back on the goal. And number 84, Oscar Klefbom, he was checked. And it's picked up by Berglund. Berglund to the back now to Jackman. On to Ian Cole. A shot, and that was well off the target. Now Yashkin right through the goal crease. And knowing it's Hohen Purcell smacks it off the boards for Edmonton. Now for Lander. Anton Lander comes in. And that's off the goal post. I think Klinkhammer tipped that, and that hit the far post.
Yeah, I agree with you. Glove side there against the grain. A near miss for the Edmonton Oilers.
And this is kept in by the Blues. Schwartz fans on the shot. Set up by Tarasenko. Now Schwartz off the wall. Gets it back from Laterra. The drive on goal and a save by Scrivens. And then Tarasenko's pass tipped away by Pouliot. And the Blues have to clear the zone. Now Tarasenko into open ice. Great dump in there for Laterra. A shot. And a glove save by Scrivens. And Jake Allen, of course, won in relief the other night, stopping 19 of 20 against Carolina. Now the Blues to center ice. Oilers right back in with Purcell. On the wing, a shot by Lander. And now it's Ian Cole. He's been a healthy scratch in the last three. On the cycle, Reeves. Now Pietrangelo winds and fires. And tipped it just off the pad, I believe, is Scrivens.
Well, good reaction save there by Scrivens.
Pouliot falls down. The Blues to center, 3-on-2. Here's Oshie. Oshie through a seam. And then Schwartz trying to play it back. Now it does get back to Jackman. And a shot tipped on goal by Oshie. And a save by Scrivens. To the zone, Tarasenko. Cuts to the middle. Laterra tried to get one to Stastny. That was blocked. Now Stastny again. Deals it back to Jackman. Now Jackman down low for Tarasenko. Through the slot. And then back for Jackman. Jackman in front. Laterra. Nifty pass. Tarasenko. And he scores. It got through. And Tarasenko has given the Blues a 1-0 lead.
Well, he's been hopping. Right from the opening face-off, when the line of Schwartz, Laterra, and Tarasenko went head-to-head against Pouliot, Roy, and Yakupov. And Tarasenko bangs home his 24th goal. Todd Nilsson, who's just taken over, can only look on there. A quick shot, and this is one that was a stoppable shot. John, I could see it perfect.
Now it is Schultz. Worked over in the corner. Blues get it. But it's jammed to center ice. Right on it is TJ Oshie. And he gets the puck in for Laterra. In front to Backes. And he scores! What a backhand tip in by David Backes, and the Blues lead 2-0.
Well, the NHL's first star continues. +4 in his previous 4. David Backes now 5 goals and 8 points, being the first star. Backhand pass through the neutral zone by Pietrangelo. Oshie beats Klefbom to the puck there. A cool little backhand pass by the centerman Jori Laterra. Right on the tape, as you can see. 2 Oiler players puck watch.
And now it is the Blues. Steen in there, or rather Stastny, he did get free. And to the line to Steen. He fakes it. And a pass and a skate. Comes around to Shattenkirk. Oshie in front, and a backhander by Stastny, and a glove save by Scrivens.
A good face-off win there by Derek Roy, playing in his 700th career game. And that was not a bright spot in the first period for the Oilers. Boy, they were only 29% on the dot.
And now Roy comes in, great pass in front, and a shot. What a save by Allen! Didn't make it to the pregame skate, but then the Sabres lost in the last minute. So it was a great day, but a tough day all around for Derek Roy.
Anytime you get called up to the NHL, it's a great day.
It really is. Now Gunnarsson comes in. He's wide open. Little toe drag move and a pad save. And the Oilers now back of their own zone with Mark Fane. And then the speedy Nugent Hopkins on his off wing, right through the slot area, intended there for Eberle. And now Eberle gets it again. He's a smart player, and a shot up high. Headed back, and a shot blocked in front by Backes. And then Eberle a drive on goal, and a save by Allen.
Allen's a good position right there. Shaking his glove hand there. He might have taken that on the back of his hand.
And now a nice pass by Pietrangelo. Here's a pass into Oshie, winds and fires, and a glove save by Scrivens. Now makes a pass to Cole. To Laterra, and that was just off the mark. Good play by Cole. And it comes around. There's the broken stick. Klinkhammer can't pick it up even if he wanted to. Now Jackman to drive. Tip. They score! And the Blues take a 3-0 lead.
So Schwartz takes a puck in the mouth in the first period from a shot by Pietrangelo. Goes in for some repairs. Comes on out here. And you can see Schwartz takes this shot from Jackman, knocks it down. I mean, bats it out of midair downwards. That's some sick hand-eye coordination by Schwartz there. Skating one way, hands behind.
He cruises back on the Blues goal. Now around to Schultz. Schultz for Nikitin. Fans on the shot. And the Blues get it quickly the other way. And here's Oshie. Partial break. Spins around Nikitin. Now a pass to Pietrangelo. And a goal! And a pad save by Scrivens after a nifty spinorama pass. Is holding onto the puck for any more than 2 seconds at any time.
Unlike the beginning of the year. They're letting the puck do the work right now. And it's tough to defend when the puck goes.
Tipped by Steen. And a save by Scrivens. Puck is still loose there. Now Oshie with a drive, a one-timer. And that's blocked out high by Matt Hendricks and fired down the ice. Long pass to center ice. Bouwmeester for Oshie. And he gains the line. Now Pietrangelo for Bouwmeester. And he makes a play down low to Backes. Great feet in front. Pietrangelo, a shot. And a save by Scrivens, and that goes out of play. Now Lapierre funnels one back of the goal again. And the former Blue Nikitin, who was signed as a free agent, now to Purcell. And that bounces off the corner wall. And then Laterra off the boards down for Schwartz.
That have been handed these long-term deals by Edmonton. I mean, that's just unacceptable that you don't give it a better effort than that. That was Taylor Hall on the far side to want that puck.
Now Lander a pass. Comes back to Petrie, a drive and a pad save there by Allen. So that's his first shot. Keaton's pass hits Gordon's skate. Blues capitalize on that turnover. Here they come, Tarasenko. He scored the Blues' first goal tonight. And now Jori Laterra turns and fires it short-sided, a save by Scrivens. In case you're wondering, should be a great rematch with the Blues' longtime rivals, the Red Wings, here on Thursday. Oh, the Blues cough it up, and Allen makes the save, rebound, and Derek Roy shot wide of an open side as the Blues. And the Oilers regroup there. Nugent Hopkins. Hall walks down the boards. Chased by Pietrangelo. Now back for Eberle. His pass, he gets it back again. Now for Schultz. Looks around, a shot, he scores!
Is it a high stick?
Allen looks in front and looks at the referee, but the referee makes no motion, and that is a goal.
Well, the minor penalty to Jori Laterra in the far side here. You can see that he steps in right there, trying to give Shattenkirk a little bit more space. He gets called for the interference call. Now you go to the goal, D to D. Actually, Eberle is on the left side, and he brings it back to Schultz. Pouliot's redirection, argued by the goaltender, Jake Allen.
All the way back. Now for Justin Schultz. He leads the Oilers in average ice time this year, over 21 minutes a game. Now in for Hall. And fans on the shot. Eberle back of the goal on Gunnarsson. And then jammed to the corner. Now Hall with it, trying to center one. Backes back defensively for the Blues. To the line for Schultz. And then Backes runs the man down.
Oh, he just smucked down Eberle.
Feathered around by Bouwmeester. Kept in by Edmonton. Now Hendricks, wraparound try. And Allen goes down, and it's somewhere in that mass of humanity, and now we get some pushing.
There, and of course the players will do whatever it takes to make a young man smile and keep him battling through a difficult time.
Way to go, Luke.
Yep.
Hope to see you back here soon. Now the Blues, Oshie at center. He was drilled by Hall. And now Backes goes back in his own zone to Bouwmeester.
Oh, he had Oshie right in the wheel, right in the tracks, didn't he?
Here's a pass to Oshie, trying to funnel one through the legs of a Oiler player. Now it's Oshie, and then a shot. And Scrivens makes a good pad save there.
The guy they call the professor themselves, Ben Scrivens.
Blues win the draw, and Steen, right off the face-off, makes it 4-1.
number of pretty good chances in this hockey game. We just showed the one off the pass from Pietrangelo. Face-off win by Backes. Steen just rifles this one right here. Good screen there by Oshie, who has to hop out of the way. Keep your eye on the left side of your screen. Oshie jumps out of the way, times it perfectly.
Now the Oilers deep in their own end. Pouliot, who has scored their only goal. On to center ice. In the slot, Pouliot gets it, shoots, and he scores! Pouliot with an absolute rocket of a shot.
Well, boy, oh boy, execution entering the offensive zone was right on the mark for the Edmonton Oilers. Right on the mark. Center iceman Derek Roy feeds it up to the right-hand side. There's Roy, number 8. Feeds it up. Herschel James is nearly offside there. The late-coming man, though, as the Blues are backing up because there's no pressure from the forwards. And you can see the position there of Ian Cole and a hard wrist shot.
And that should just about do it. They're on their feet at Scott Trade. As the Blues